Good morning. It is 4:30 on WKYT this morning. Kentucky preparing for the worst. As much as a foot of snow is expected to blanket the Commonwealth.
Road crews have been out all morning long treating frozen streets in preparation for this morning's snow.
And we have winter storm warnings for every single person in our viewing area through late tonight and to early tomorrow morning. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of snow coming up next.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome in. It is President's Day, and it may be one to remember as we get ready for significantly tough weather. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith, and we're going to start now with meteorologist Micah Harris, also Jim Caldwell, who are in our First Alert Severe Weather Center.
Yeah, and we're looking outside, seeing there on the Weather Center. As you can see, my buddy over here.
We're poking away over here, trying to get some stuff going.
Updating some things. But we're here tag teaming this morning, letting you know, hey, we're going to be here all day long.
All day long.
Not just the morning, but this takes us into the afternoon, off into the evening. There is a lot going on. Let's get right into it. First Alert Defender live radar. There is your look outside, and you can see that snow is really picking up across the region. Look, a lot of this right now is just some light snow, but it is already putting there on the grounds as it's coming in from the west and the southwest. We're going to be in it for a long, long time. Look at the roads there in Georgetown there in Scott County. Frankfort already covered in some locations, and this isn't even the heaviest snow by far. It really picks up as we make our way into late morning, early afternoon. There is your winter storm at 15 degrees. Anything that falls will stick. We'll show you the latest forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
And thank you very much. And of course, our First Alert Severe Weather Day means we have all the information right up top at WKYT.com as well. And we have a number of closings to pass along to you this morning. Keep checking the ticker at the bottom of your screen. Also visit WKYT.com for the most up-to-date information about church and school closings, other events that were scheduled for today that will not be happening. That big SOAR conference in Eastern Kentucky postponed. If you need to add a closing, sign up for an online account at WKYT.com/closings. All over Kentucky, leaders are preparing for today's big winter storm.
In Lexington, Mayor Jim Gray held a news conference to go over plans and caution people from being outside. WKYT's Jordan Valines has that story, continuing our weather team coverage.
On Sunday,
stocking up on bread and milk.
It was a race to the checkout line at the Hamburg Walmart.
But everybody's stocking up.
As shoppers poured in.
It was crazy. We ran out of carts twice. We've ran out of bags once. All the lunch meat is almost gone.
Piling their carts high with the essentials.
The bread is almost gone off the shelves. Yes, and just the milk is almost gone also.
While also wondering,
is it really going to be that bad?
What Old Man Winter has in store for them. The impending winter weather prompted Lexington Mayor Jim Gray to hold a press conference Sunday.
We are here to talk about the city's preparations for several inches of snow that are forecast to fall over the next 24 hours.
The preparations in place include emergency responders standing by to help with the snow, extra police patrol monitoring the interstates and other major roadways, while of course road crews will be all hands on deck, working to plow and treat the roadways as needed.
Well, road crews in Lexington reported to work at midnight. They'll be working in 12-hour shifts as needed. Well, road crews across the entire state working to keep us all safe this morning.
Yeah, I've already seen the salt trucks out there this morning. Crews in Franklin County have been out treating the roads in the overnight hours. WKYT's Sam Smith continues our weather team coverage now from Frankfort. Sam.
It'll be pretty much all hands on deck.
Keeping the interstates clear, that's the top priority for the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. Crews will report before dawn Monday morning, working 12-hour shifts.
We're about as prepared as you can be for something like this.
Chuck Wolf with the Transportation Cabinet says the state has plenty of salt to work with, as much as they can hold right now. Sunday's weather also allowed some crews to pre-treat roads.
We'll get through this snowfall event in good fashion.
Over at the Emergency Operations Center, extra crews will be on duty overnight to monitor the impact of any winter weather.
This becomes a central gathering point for all requests for service and all notifications from the county up to the state.
If the weather causes any issues, Director Michael Dossett says representatives from other state agencies are available by phone. If those issues get worse, Those representatives will be right here in the building. State officials expect the weather this week to be challenging, but they're confident they'll be ready to keep everyone safe, and they ask folks to look out for one another.
Don't forget your neighbor. Check on your neighbor. Look at the needs locally in your community.
In Frankfort, Sam Smith, WKYT.
And road crews in eastern Kentucky also preparing for the big snowfall as well. Forecasts expecting 10 to 16 inches of snow overnight in Pikeville and Hazard. And as the day goes along, city officials are asking people to be patient and to give crews time to clear the roads before driving on them. This morning, leaders at Utility Management Group are making sure all of their workers are prepared for the severe winter weather.
We'll have about 7 trucks, probably 6 backhoes, 3 skid steers, a couple of smaller Kubotas, and with snow plows and stuff, so we got ample equipment.
Salt is already on the roads in Pikeville and the surrounding areas there. Crews say they will start moving snow just as soon as it starts falling. Officials at American Electric Power say any interruptions in their service they're hoping will be isolated.
Well, Kentucky State Police asking you to refrain from calling local posts about road conditions. You can report road conditions by calling or going online at 511.ky.gov. Police warn anyone on the roads to watch for stranded motorists. If you see or suspect someone could be stranded, you can call 911 or Kentucky State Police at 1-800-222-5555. KSP will post road closures and weather-related incidents that impact traffic flow on their Facebook and Twitter pages. Well, do not forget, you can always track severe weather when you are away from your TV. On WKYT.com, you can take control of an interactive First Alert Defender, zoom into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT First Alert Defender Radar app for your iPad or your smartphone. Just search for WKYT in your app store. And be sure to help us track the snowfall totals across Kentucky this winter. Send us your photos and videos using the hashtag WKYTRulesWinter.
All right, a lot to cover here the next few days in weather.
Yeah, in other news, police in Corbin have identified the teenager they think may be responsible for shooting and killing his family in Corbin over the weekend.
Saturday morning, an officer in Baltimore County, Maryland, shot and killed 16-year-old Kentucky native Jason Hendricks. They say the vehicle that Hendricks was driving is registered to a home on Forest Circle Drive in Corbin. After talking with Baltimore law enforcement, police in Corbin went to the home and found Kevin Hendricks, his wife Sarah, and their daughter shot to death inside. On Sunday, grief counselors met with those who knew the Hendricks family.
That was not the Jason that we knew. That we had there was no sign, nothing at all. It sounds crazy to say that because people think, well, we had to see something, you had to know something. We knew nothing.
The family also has an older daughter who we've learned is away at college in Georgia. Authorities are also investigating the death of a Scott County couple over the weekend. Scott County Coroner John Goebel says Scott Caldwell shot his wife Rebecca and then himself on Saturday morning. Caldwell lost his mother, father, sister, and brother-in-law in a Christmas Eve wreck in Knox County back in 2012. WKYT interviewed Scott Caldwell several times over the last few years. Rebecca worked at Toyota. People who knew the Caldwells say they just cannot believe what has happened.
Our neighborhood is going to remember this forever. It's a great neighborhood. We never had problems around here, but for what reason something went wrong.
The coroner says the bodies are now in Frankfort awaiting autopsies.
We've learned some new details this weekend about a deadly overpass collapse last month near Cincinnati. The highway construction company working on the overpass said their demolition plan was flawed. The company says there were key details missing from the plan. A Kentucky man, 35-year-old Brandon Carl of Bracken County, died when the overpass collapsed. Carl's parents are now suing Ohio's Department of Transportation. Well, Lexington police issued an arrest warrant for a man involved in a shooting. Police looking now for Eric Nutter. They say last week he shot someone in the leg at the Diamonds Gentlemen's Club on Winchester Road. Emergency crews rushed the victim to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Nutter is charged with assault. Police say they have not been able to identify a suspect because they didn't get information from witnesses.
Well, the time this morning is 4:39 on WKYT, and this year was another record breaker for the UK Dance Blue. At the conclusion of the event yesterday, students told participants they had helped raise $1.6 million. In all, Dance Blue has raised more than $8 million for the pediatric cancer clinic at Kentucky Children's Hospital.